This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Army Black Knights, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Black Knights will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Savage. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First down for this offense. He leaves it with the back. Discards a man. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important. Really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They're going to ride this running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Quarterback checking off. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Keeps looking downfield. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to pass. It's Clements. Dances away to buy time. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Leaves it with the back. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be out. Going for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got the back over the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The give. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Michigan 7-0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. On the move. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Black Knights! Ready to try the point after.
Number 1.
And it's up and good.
The kick is good.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
Set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Savage. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the Wolverines get enough to move the chains.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The give out of the gun. Tackled after picking up the first down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
To the ground, he's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Coming after him. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Clements. Firing to the right, complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. They're trying to get to him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And he missed it. No good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. If you don't convert, On this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Try to get it on the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, just keeps firing. Flips it out to the back. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half.
Set to advance on the ball.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
On second down, wants to throw. He finds his man. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Black Knights want to crank the tempo. Going up top on first down. It's complete to the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. This time they'll go to the running game. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Black Knights are on the move. On the option. Now the pitch. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Quick release by the QB. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking downfield, it's Clements. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UCF took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Orlando. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Black Knights moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Army! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan 17, Army 14.
Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Michigan 17, Army 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Clements. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. It's caught. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Dropping back, it's Clements. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
An offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going up top. Makes the grab. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football, because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Looking to move it through the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Clements. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Michigan! They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up there.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Clements. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll throw for it, trying to get to him. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wide out. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And obviously you're never going to point to one individual play over the course of a game, but that right there is basically a microcosm of the day it's been for this offense. They have not been able to get points up on the scoreboard because they simply can't execute.
Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. They'll try it on the ground. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some.
Trying to beat the D deep. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
This offense has a 2nd down play. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team.